have the person, the woman who says, I can do it all. I'm fine. That's the number one key phrase of somebody that is what we call the iron woman. She's the one who just pushes through, she muscles through, she makes her to-do list, she keeps going, and she doesn't often leave room for the Spirit to move or for the ways that He's trying to grow her. I'm just going right from chapter 2. So we have the achiever. That's the one that marks her worth by the things that she's accomplished. I think that you can probably guess those kind of women. They are beautiful, they have a resume a mile long, but that's where they find their worth, which ultimately is dangerous. We have the small and scared girl, which is what I would identify with. I would say that when I'm presented in situations that I'm uncomfortable with, I try to get small, I draw back. I'm like, I'm not gonna bother you. You do your thing, I'll stand over here. Not gonna make any big noises, not gonna stress you out. I almost think of myself like an armadillo or one of those roly-poly bugs as a kid that you poke. It's like you just cage up and you get real small so you don't cause a scene, which I bet that there's some of you in the room like that. We have the regretter, the one that says, I was on a good path, what happened? Where did this go wrong? And she's bummed that there's no do-over in life. The controller, she's the one that has a to-do list, it's a task list. If she doesn't meet the things that she said she was gonna do, she feels like a failure. If she does meet the things she said she was gonna do, then she feels like she won the day. And I think we probably know women like that too. We have the challenger, which to me is the person who you find something and you want to bring it to them, and immediately if they don't know or understand or they don't agree with you, they're going to push back. And it's not always going to be in a really aggressive way, but it's going to be in a way that you know that it's like, okay, step off the turf a little bit, back up. And I think personally, I think it's because it gives them room to think, and I think it gives them room to feel like they are in control of the situation, not the most control, but just having a presence in the situation. I think that's kind of what that comes from. But I know in any group I've ever been in, there's been that woman, and all of these women are so valuable. And these are not things that ultimately identify a woman at all. We know that we find our identity in Christ alone, but these are ways that the enemy can speak to us and speak into these lies, and this is things that we start to carry with us. So I just want you to be mindful. And really, finally, we have the restless wanderer, and that's the one, I've been this woman before, the one who says, there's gonna be something better. The next thing around the bend is better. If I redo my kitchen, it's gonna be better. If my husband gets a new job, it's gonna be better. If I get married, it's gonna be better. And these are all ways that we really see that women are acting defensively. And it's really causing them to, instead of acting up front and with God on their side, they start to say, it's fine, I'll do it in my way, I'll do it in my default way that feels good to me. And we know that that can lead to really dangerous places.